India's expanding global economic footprint received a major boost as New Delhi and the European Union concluded a historic free trade agreement. Announced at the 16th India EU summit in the national capital, the pact marks a significant step forward in bilateral economic engagement, strengthening cooperation between two of the world's largest economies amid a rapidly evolving global trade landscape. Take a look.
India's strategic diplomacy continues to yield results on the global stage, reinforcing the country's position as a trusted economic partner. Through consistent engagement and dialogue, New Delhi has played a key role in advancing a forward-looking trade agenda with the European Union. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen jointly announced the conclusion of the India-European Union Free Trade Agreement at the 16th India-EU Summit in New Delhi. The announcement marks a historic milestone in India-European Union economic relations and trade engagement with key global partners. The Free Trade Agreement positions India and the European Union as trusted partners committed to open markets, predictability and inclusive growth. The pact comes after intensive negotiations following the relaunch of talks in 2022, reflecting years of sustained dialogue, cooperation and strong political will on both sides to deliver a balanced and rules-based trade partnership.
यह एफटीए भारत और यूरोपियन यूनियन के बीच इन्वेस्टमेंट को बूस्ट करेगा, नई इनोवेशन पार्टनरशिप बनाएगा और वैश्विक स्तर पर सप्लाई चेन को मजबूत करेगा। यानी यह सिर्फ ट्रेड एग्रीमेंट नहीं है, यह साझा समृद्धि का नया ब्लूप्रिंट है।
This trade will integrate further our supply chain and strengthen our joint manufacturing power. It will cut up to 4 billion euros in annual tariffs for exporters of all sizes. And it will create good jobs for millions of workers here in India and in Europe.
The European Union is one of India's largest trading partners, with bilateral trade in goods and services expanding steadily over the years. According to India's Ministry of Commerce and Industry, in 2024 to 2025, India's bilateral trade in goods with the European Union stood at $136.54 billion with exports worth $75.85 billion and imports amounting to $60.68 billion. Together, India and the European Union are the fourth and second largest economies globally, accounting for nearly 25% of global GDP and one-third of global trade. The integration of these two diverse and complementary economies is expected to generate unprecedented trade and investment opportunities.
This free trade agreement between European Union and India places India at the high table of international geopolitics. Under Prime Minister Narendra Modi's leadership, India has today found recognition and importance across the world. The world sees India as the fastest growing large economy, a country with strong macroeconomic fundamentals, a company growing very rapidly in terms of demand that 1.4 billion people, 140 crore Indians generate. Aspirational young India, full of talent and skills, is today wanted as a trading partner, as a strategic ally by all developed nations across the world.
I think in a world situation where we have high geopolitical uncertainty, we are being challenged on the rule-based trade, we needed good news and potential growth going forward. And the FTA between India and EU is just that. It's opening up a combined huge market and opportunities for large Indian companies, SME European companies. This is something we've never seen before.
In financial services, the agreement promotes cooperation to advance innovation, facilitate secure cross-border electronic payments, and provide India with enhanced market access across major European Union member states. These measures are expected to deepen financial integration and expand trade in services. Beyond services, the pact also strengthens collaboration in critical raw materials and supply chains, areas of growing global importance.
India is an important market. It's 1.4 billion inhabitants. It may be an interesting and important source for rare earth and other raw materials. So I think it is a very important step in the right direction, very welcome, particularly in context of the problems we are having in other regions of the world.
The conclusion of the India-European Union Free Trade Agreement underscores India's growing influence in shaping global economic outcomes through dialogue and cooperation. As India and Europe move forward together, the agreement lays a strong foundation for resilient supply chains, deeper integration, and long-term prosperity in an evolving global order.